Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about round trip deliveries on Doordash. So Doordash has expanded into many different delivery types between food delivery, retail, grocery, convenience store, and is always looking for new opportunities to expand them. Sometimes it changes the experience of the driver and the delivery service. Sometimes it's shop and pay. Sometimes it's cash on delivery, but you can turn those off. Sometimes it's an alcohol delivery, so you need to check ID. And in this case, we are now going to have round trip deliveries, which... wow. So with that said, we are talking about everything you must know about round trip deliveries on Doordash, what they tell you versus how it actually is, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain and is never intended to be legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. I also want to be clear that everything that we're going to be going over in this video is very market dependent on what applies to me and my market and may not apply to you. So with that said, let's get started. You can now increase your earning potential by completing round trip deliveries. Within these offers, the business drop-offs like auto mechanics provide you with a check or cash that you need to return to the pickup location. Your earnings will account for the full round trip journey of these offers. This guide kind of refers to check or cash payment round trip deliveries for business drop-offs. These are like auto mechanics, and they seem to be very similar to cash on delivery or some sort of iteration of that. The full payment to you will be in the account, but there is cash to pick up and it must be brought back. And if you don't know what I mean by cash on delivery, I will leave a video in the description talking all about that. Feel free to check that out. How it works: if you're eligible to receive these offers, you'll get an email with a link to opt in to start receiving them. So it won't just be that you just get them at some point. You have to opt in specifically. I wonder if this is going to be a separate toggle in Dash preferences or if they will just include it within cash on delivery. Accept pickup. Look for offers that say round trip delivery and choose which offers you'd like to accept, just like any other offer. The difference is you'll complete a round trip delivery after drop off by going back to the pickup location. You will be able to see the round trip upon the acceptance screen as well as each step along the way. If it seems a bit confusing, they also put it in gray on the bottom to make it a little bit more clear. I think they could have done it a little bit more bolder than a light gray, but that's just me and my aesthetically attuned mind. Return payment to pickup location. Once you drop off the order and collect the payment, you'll be prompted to return the payment back to the pickup location. Once you're back at the pickup location, you'll verify the handoff with a photo and signature. Your earnings will account for the full round trip journey of the order. I think they put that so often because they want to make sure, like,
hey, you better not be taking any of their money, I swear to God.
I feel like there's going to be so much opportunity for fraud with this, it's not even funny. The driver can just up and take the money or check. The people who are supposed to receive the money can claim that they didn't or claim that there is money missing. The people you were supposed to receive the money from can claim that they already paid online or they don't have it and give you some sort of sob story on why it's justifiable for them not to pay you. None of those have to do with the product or the order itself. It's just a list of nonsense. None of those have to do with the order or the product itself, and all of that is a thing in its own right. Do I have to accept cash or check offers? Round trip deliveries are fully optional. After you've opted in, you may still decline these offers at any time with no impact on your ratings. This is actually very similar to how cash on delivery started out. Very typical DoorDash pilot talk. That said, a lot of people still report that they've had impacts on their ratings regardless of what they say. Just be careful and make sure you're always eyeballing your ratings. How do I get paid? Once you complete the round trip, you'll be paid the same way you would for any delivery via your earnings. So this is actually very unlike cash on delivery, where instead of expecting a tip in cash after and you just keep the change, you are still operating completely under DoorDash payout systems. So it is much more predictable. Will that stop no tip customers from not tipping, or will it stop DoorDash from trying to make you do more work than the order is worth? I don't know. I haven't seen these orders in action yet. These orders may not even be tip eligible. They may just give you straight base pay. Do I need to carry change? No. Customers are asked to have the exact total plus tip ready to ensure a quick and easy drop-off experience. In case they don't have the exact amount, DoorDash will handle the difference. I would still have some fives and singles anyway. Like, there are times where a customer does have a cash tip for you and they're like, do you have change for a 10? And you don't have anything, so you end up not getting a tip after, or at least less of a tip. And let me tell you something. One time is all it takes for you to learn. I wouldn't say too much though. $20 worth of fives and singles is plenty in my opinion. Just make sure you have something. What if I have an issue collecting the cash payment? If the customer refuses to pay or does not have the right amount, or you encounter any other issues with collecting payment, do not collect payment from the customer. Return the item back to the pickup location if the customer was short on cash, unavailable, or refused pay. You will be compensated for your time and your completion rating won't be affected. If the customer has questions, direct them to contact DoorDash support. I am very concerned with the way they said compensated for your time, and for some reason, you will not receive full pay or half pay or anything like that. I don't know why. I haven't seen them personally, to be clear, but that is the vibe I'm getting. I wonder if someone would experience getting shorted or being short $20, or there being a discrepancy in the amount that was owed to them, and they only get partial pay, but they drove for the same number of miles and did the same amount of work. In fact, more work if you think about it. So shouldn't they get full pay regardless? I just hate how vaguely that is worded. I feel like it was intentionally worded that way. What if I'm still having issues? If you need help, we've got your back. Reach out to support anytime through the Dasher app. If you feel unsafe at any point during your dash, Safe Dash is available to you 24/7. The safety reassurance call connects you with an ADT agent through the Dasher app. The ADT agent will remain on the phone until you feel safe. The emergency assist button enables you to seek help if needed. Upon clicking the button, an ADT agent will contact 911 and discreetly stay in contact with the user via text messages. Whenever you're dealing with money or people are gonna get really defensive, and that's why I personally would stay away from orders like this. Up to you though, there may be more money in these orders than I'm giving it credit for. That's just my perspective. Is it worth it? To be honest, it is not something I would do on DoorDash. I don't like the idea of round trip deliveries with businesses I have questionable trust with. That said, if I were to do orders like this, I would rather them work with me personally as a client and not work with DoorDash at all. But that said, you would need to learn how to onboard clients and make sure you're utilizing quality partnerships. And of course, you should always be looking into alternative sources of income through diversifying your gig portfolio, developing an exit strategy, and other vital ways to make more money, like what you can find with the Driven Wyld Discord server. The Driven Wyld Discord community is exclusive for gig workers looking to expand their knowledge and expertise in the self-employment and entrepreneurial journeys. I've partnered with high-level professionals to bring you some of the most exclusive benefits based on your personal and business needs as a gig worker. Exclusive professional opportunities and gig postings, more live streams with high-level professionals in our industry, educational systems to help you build your own dispatch company, and scalable opportunities. Whether you're a gig worker looking for more opportunities to earn or looking for an exit strategy because the gig economy is an income bridge to what would be a long-term goal and not just the goal, and you would like something with a lot more growth potential and a lot more opportunity to scale, there is something here for you. Check the link in the description and get started on making the most amount of money in the least amount of time in the safest possible way. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.